Dear children, welcome back to our grammar class. Today we are learning adverbs. So, what are adverbs? Let us see what are adverbs and how adverbs can be used in a sentence. And adverbs are describing words. Okay, it is also describing words like adjectives. So, how adverbs are describing? An adverb describes a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. It tells how often, when, and where. And an adverb answers the question how, which tells us how an action is done. You know what are verbs? Verbs are action words, isn't it? So, an adverb which tells us how an action is done, it is called adverb of manner. How an action is done, it is called adverb of manner. So, adverb of manner can be identified easily by ly. Easily. He speak loudly. I can write easily. Okay. So, adverb of manner which tells us how an action is done. How? Like the ice cream melts quickly. Melt is the verb and how it done? It melts quickly. The computer works silently. The moon rose slowly up in the sky. So, here we can identify the cheetah runs fast. How the cheetah runs? The cheetah runs fast. So, mostly adverb of manner can be identified with ly. And there will be some exception case like fast. Okay. Now we are learning adverb of frequency. That tells us how many times or how often, how many times something happens, does not happen, or how often. So, adverb of frequency tells us often, never, sometimes, always, like that. Like, it rains often in Sri Lanka, but it never snows there. In many parts of Nepal, it snows repeatedly in winter. So, how often? How often it is happening? Okay, that is called adverb of frequency. Next, we are learning adverb of time. Adverb of time, which is the adverbs used to talk about when an action, when time, when an action is done. Like, I will come home in the evening. When? In the evening. Come is the verb and in the evening is the adverb. Next one, they will come tomorrow. My school starts at 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock starts. Starts is the verb and at 10 o'clock is the adverb. When the school starts at 10 o'clock. Okay, right? So, the adverb of place is talk about where an action is done. Okay, the children are playing in the park. Where are they playing? Where are the children are playing? They are playing in the park. We live here. The cat is inside the cabin. Okay, we live on this land. So, just like inside, away, here are called adverb of place. So, first of all, we are learning adverb of manner. So, already we told words which show the quality or manner as to how the verb is modified are called adverb of manner. He drew beautifully. How he drew? He drew beautifully. It is wonderfully created. How it is created? It is wonderfully created. Just take a look on the examples. He swims well. How does he swim? He swims well. So, swims is the verb and well is the adverb of manner. He ran quickly. How did he run? He ran quickly. Ran is the verb and quickly is the adverb. She spoke softly. How did she speak? She spoke softly. Spoke is the verb and softly is the adverb. James coughed loudly to attract her attention. How did James cough? James coughed loudly. Okay, coughed is the verb and loudly is the adverb. He plays the flute beautifully. He plays. How does he play? He plays beautifully. So, plays is the verb and beautifully is the adverb. He ate the chocolate cake greedily. Ate is the verb and greedily is the adverb. So, adverb of manner is talking about how. How is the verb is going on. Okay, or which tells us how an action is done. That is called adverb of manner. So we have already learned what are adverb of place, which answer the question where. Where are the toys? The toys are on the floor. Where is Sissy putting the toys? Sissy is putting the toys inside the box. So we are asking the question where. Okay. So first of all, you had to identify that how the adverb of place can be used. Adverb of place. Answer the question where. And now look at the sentences. John looked around but he couldn't see the monkey. Where did John look? Okay. So look is the verb. And we are asking the question where did John look? So what will be the answer? The answer is around. Understood? Where did John look? John looked around. John looked around. So here we can understand John is the noun. Looked is water. Looked is the verb in the sentence. Okay? Looked is verb in the sentence. And for that verb we are describing something. That is around. And this around is talking about a place. Where did John look? The question is, where did John look? Isn't it? So, John looked around. So, just like that, we are using adverb of place. So, this is called adverb of place. And go for the next sentence. I searched everywhere I couldn't think of. I searched everywhere. Where did you search? I searched everywhere. Isn't it? I searched everywhere. So here search is the verb and the what is the adverb we used? Everywhere. So everywhere means that is adverb of place. Okay. It will be asked with the where did you search? And the next one. I am going back to school. I am going back to school. So here we can say that I am going. Where are you going? I am going back to school. I am going back to school. Next one. Come in or inside. They built a house nearby. Where did they build a house? Where did they build a house? They built a house nearby. So here the verb is built and we are modifying the verb with nearby. Okay. So this adverb is called adverb of place. So this kind of words. Go for the next one. I would like to go somewhere. Is there anywhere? I have nowhere to go. I keep running into Sally everywhere. Now say the words we are commonly using for adverb of place. About, anywhere, backwards, down, towards, under, behind, far, below, then upstairs, nearby, inside, outside, etc. An adverb of time that answer the question when. When did Fleck play with a frisbee? That means when we are answering yesterday or noon. The adverb that talk about when an action is done are called adverb of time. Adverb of times are adverbs that are tell about when something happened or will happen. See the sentences. I am eating now. I'll see you then. He went to work today. I am going to tidy my room tomorrow. So here tomorrow will be the adverb of time. I saw Sally today. I saw today is the adverb of time. I'll call you later. So can you ask a question? When will you call me? I will call you later. I had to leave now. When do you leave? I have to leave now. I saw that movie last year. When did you see that movie? I saw that movie last year. So here, today, later, now, last year, yesterday, these words are adverb of time. We have already learned what is an adverb. An adverb talks more about a verb. So here we have learned adverb of time. The adverbs that tells us how many times something happens or does not happen are called adverb of frequency. Just see that these are the words we are commonly using for adverb of frequency, that are always, usually, normally, often, sometimes, etc. I always study after class. I usually walk to work. I normally get good marks. I often read in bed at time. I sometimes sing in the shower. I occasionally go to bed late. I seldom put salt on my food. I hardly ever get angry. Vegetarians never eat meat. So these are the words we are commonly using for adverbs of frequency. Always, usually, normally, often or frequently, sometimes, occasionally, seldom, hardly, never, etc. And some of the other words, I often eat vegetarian food. He never drinks milk. You must always fasten your seat belt. I am seldom late. He rarely lies. That's all for today.